Right. Hey, it's Dan and Pete. We're back with another one.
We are a long time waiting for this one.
We have been collecting these for a minute. You know what? We've talked about this a million times. We are hometown Spam Boys. I mean,
Spamtown, USA.
Spamtown, USA. The Spam Factory is right down the road. We can smell it when it's firing up. So,
I actually worked there for years.
yeah, so there you are.
I think everyone else in this town has too.
Well, I did interview there once, but I got to tell you, it didn't go well for me. Regardless, we got Spam products. Well, we have a Spam product, Spam itself. That guy's right here.
The OG.
This is the real deal Spam. Hawaiians love it.
I love it.
I love it too. I love Spam. You know what? We did that Spam casserole that day, the Spam burger sandwiches or whatever. Yeah. Those are stellar. You know what? There's so many things you can do with Spam. My mom used to make like a pasta salad.
Yep.
She'd put peas in there and different things. You know, mayonnaise, mix it up. She'd cube up little bits of Spam. You know, I mean, it was awesome. I mean, everybody around here has a solid Spam recipe.
Scalloped potatoes and Spam.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Mac and cheese.
And I'm going to tell you, if you're a Spam family, you've got a Spam recipe.
Oh,
you do. And if you have a Spam recipe, share it with me because I love Spam. Everybody loves Spam. I want to know about it. And if you got a solid Spam recipe, I'm going to share it with the world. We're going to share it with the world because we will recreate it and we'll do something up. Maybe, if it's good.
Yeah.
We'll see.
All you have to do is just add Spam.
Just add Spam. That's the whole thing. You know what? You're cooking up a steak. Throw some Spam on it.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's going to be better, obviously, because it didn't have Spam before. So, we got some things. We got 4 different varieties, and we got some forks. So, here's what we have. These are all, well, we have the original Spam, the OG Spam, and we have 3, well, these are regionally available. There may be more out there in the world, but this is what is regionally available to us here in the Midwest that we would call a Spam knockoff.
Yep.
We can find them at Walmart. Yeah, we can find them at Walmart, Dollar General, you know, different places.
Store brand stuff.
Exactly. And we're going to compare them. Is Spam actually the best? Or are some of these store brands better? I mean, we're going to find out right now, aren't we?
Yep, and we fried them up. That's the normal way that you cook Spam.
Yeah.
You slice it thin and you put it in the frying pan and you just brown it.
Well, I will tell you what, and I got a story on that one. It's really unfortunate. We had a 5th product here, but to be honest with you, I suppose that product really didn't fit.
Right.
We debated that product, including it in this review. It was a corned beef product. Spam isn't corned beef. Unfortunately, Pete here, he used to own, he no longer owns it. He did own it. A Spam brand Spam cutter. Now, if you see slicer, and if you've seen these guys, they are amazing. It's a white base. It says Spam on it, and you lay your chunk of Spam in there, and it's got all these wires, and you pull her down, and it cuts it all into the nice slices. Well, I got to tell you what. I got up into that corned beef, and it got hooked. And I pulled her back up and I started working it around and it literally snapped.
It did.
It snapped the plastic on the Spam machine. So now I feel terrible. So you all must send, every one of you watching absolutely has to send us at least $75 a piece so I can replace that thing. It's $75 a piece minimum, please.
It was priceless to me.
That's what I'm saying. I hope 1,000 people watch, and I hope you all send $1,000 a piece because that's what it's going to cost to replace
my pain and
the psychological damage that has occurred on trying to make this video.
My pain and suffering.
It's rough. It's not funny.
As you can tell, I'm devastated.
We got to get her done. And in the meantime, unfortunately, we have to plow on. I'm sorry, Pete. We do have to plow on, and we got to get into these videos. So I think
we always do the original first. I think we should leave the original to last.
I like that idea. Should we move that? Let's move that guy down here then, huh?
Yep.
Okay. So let's just start here, and we'll work our way down.
Well, I mean, first I can tell a difference just in appearance.
Absolutely. The Spam has a unique shape. Let's get that up for the. I don't know if you guys can see that. The Spam has a unique shape. It's got rounded corners. The rest are square. I mean, all of them are square. Some of them are a little different in color. I promise you, I cooked them all the exact same time. I mean, I'm on it. I can cook. Don't worry about that.
The puppy's like, drop one. I dare ya.
Oh yeah, Axel, our random guest star, is here, hoping.
Anonymous
Get out of here.
Taste tester.
I will tell you this. Treat. Is that this?
Yeah.
So
I think that's Dollar General, correct?
this is. Yes. Well, here's what's
I guess
interesting.
it doesn't matter.
I don't know. Here's what's interesting. So Clover Valley, I believe, is a Dollar General brand.
I just remember seeing the armor at the Dollar. We were just at the Dollar General.
To be honest with you, I really don't know. I think Clover Valley is a Dollar General brand. Great Value is obviously the Walmart brand.
Yep.
But we also found this treat armor at Dollar General. But I feel like I've also seen this at Walmart and other places. So,
Yeah.
you know,
I think you can probably get them both at the DG.
yes, I think so. And let me tell you this. I'll give a little quick. I'm not going to mess around. It's a ConAgra. So it's ConAgra. So it's probably available in a lot of places.
Oh, yeah.
Armor treat. That's a ConAgra brand out of Illinois. Okay, so that's ConAgra.
Chicago.
There you are. There you are. I will tell you this. When we were cutting it, it was much more leathery. Yeah, it was. I swear to God,
Yeah.
it was leathery.
I watched it.
Yeah. It was leathery and
I mean, it looks like leather compared to the rest of these.
it's darker. It cooked weird in comparison to the rest. I don't know. Let's just get into it.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. So this is the Armor Treat Original. All right then.
It has a different smell than
It
Spam.
don't smell very good, to be honest with you. It smells like dog food. Well,
Mush. Pretty mushy.
I don't like it a great deal. I'm gonna put mine down. I don't know what to say about that. I don't like the texture.
It does have a weird texture.
The taste is not super pleasant. I don't know.
It's extremely salty.
It is extremely salty.
And don't get me wrong, these are all going to be salty.
Oh yeah, even the original Spam is a very salty product.
But
I mean, it seems excessive. I don't know.
It almost tastes like
Ugh.
it's kind of mushy.
Let's get that. I don't know.
Let's
You know
try
what?
that.
If I was in ranking system, that'd be at the bottom right now. Now we got the Clover Valley, which is the Dollar General brand itself, right? Okay. This looks more like a Spam as far as color goes. Well, I don't know if that's going to affect the flavor.
It's definitely more firm.
Let me get that can up there if I haven't already. I think we already did, but there you go. That's the Clover Valley.
It smells more like Spam.
Oh yeah, it does, doesn't it? Oh wow. You know what? I would not have expected that. The texture's right on.
Yep.
That's a good flavor.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could eat this.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would be able to tell the difference, honestly.
I guess we're gonna find out, aren't we?
Yeah.
That's why I'm gonna save half of mine. I'm gonna save it. I think you should be.
Yep.
Save half of yours. If you gave me that and said we're having some Spam,
I wouldn't know the difference.
this is not great.
You would know with that.
No, but you wouldn't with this. This Clover Valley, the Dollar General, that's decent. Now this is the Great Value. That's the Walmart brand.
Walmart.
Again, this is very similar in color and everything. Well, what is the odor? I couldn't believe this treat smelled so different. I wouldn't have expected that.
This smells like Spam too.
I gotta tell you, my smeller is telling me it's somewhere in between these two.
Definitely better than the treat.
Yeah, let's get her done.
Okay.
That's so interesting because it's not bad either. I feel like it's softer than this.
Right. I think the luncheon meat's better. Just it got that mushy kind of texture.
This seems so salty, doesn't it?
Yes. So I would put it.
Let's do that. This is very salty. This is very salty. And I don't like the texture as much.
I think it's more towards that. It's got that, I don't know if it's jelly.
Yeah.
It kind of tastes like jelly.
Yeah, I agree with you. I guess to be fair, I should have been taking a drink in between each and every one of these. Not that it matters, but
all right.
That one overloaded me on salt. All of a sudden, I'm like, whoa, that was, I almost think, the saltiest one. Now here's the real deal.
Oh yeah.
That's where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
Got great texture.
No mistaking that.
Good flavor. Mm-hmm. Wow.
I mean, you knew it was going to be good. But how was it compared to this?
I'll tell you what. Now you have some salt here. Okay. It's definitely a salty product, but yeah, let's do that. Where am I at with this guy?
Very similar.
Clover Valley. Ah.
I don't know. That's close.
Real deal.
I don't know if I can tell the difference. Honestly, I don't know if I can.
I don't know if I can either. Well, what in the world? Clover Valley. Last bite. It's good. The Clover Valley is a quality product. I like it.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I can tell the difference, honestly.
Spam, actual spam. Man, that's spot on. Okay, so in that case, let's do this. Now, serving size, 2 ounces on both. Total fat, 16 grams on both. Saturated fat, 6 grams on the Spam, 4 grams on the Clover Valley.
I wonder if it's the same thing.
Pretty dang close. Cholesterol, sodium, carbs, everything's identical. Everything is identical with the exception of there is 2 grams more saturated fat in the Spam than there is in the Clover Valley luncheon meat. Otherwise, they are identical. I don't know what to say. I can't tell the difference.
Does it say where this was packaged?
Probably Austin, Minnesota.
Tennessee. But they have Hormel plants everywhere.
They do. I think they have a Hormel plant in Tennessee.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because I tell you what, this was packed by Hormel Foods Corporation in Austin, Minnesota. Okay? 3 blocks down the road. Well, where was this packed? Now that's interesting. Bentonville, Chicago. And yeah, Conagra, Chicago. I don't know. I think the treat was terrible. Honestly,
I agree.
I didn't care for the treat. So, what do you think about these? I think they're almost indistinguishable.
I don't think you could tell a difference.
But I'm going to tell you this. Spam for the win, because Spam.
Yep, got to go with the hometown.
Are we wrong on that one?
No.
You know what? If
not
they
wrong.
are indistinguishable, Spam is the winner because Spam. Now, Axelar, a guest star. You want any of these?
Nope.
Nope, I don't either. Not interested. These are crappy products. Take them there, buddy. So our puppy here has had a nice treat. I tell you what, these aren't horrible if you got them for like 50 cents or $1, but they're both of these were very crazy salty.
Yes.
I mean, what is the sodium difference? 790 milligrams, and Spam has 770. So honestly, not even greatly different. And this one has...
They seem way salty.
This actually has 690. This one is the least, but it was the saltiest product. I don't know what to say about that.
I normally buy the low sodium Spam when I buy it.
Yeah. You know what? There's nothing wrong with that, especially because, you know, you're putting it on a sandwich, you're doing some cheese, different things. You know, a lot of times you're adding products with salt. Regardless, you don't want it to, you know. I do like the low sodium. I agree with you on that. I do think that I do prefer that.
And they make, I don't know how many different flavors of Spam.
So we were recently to the Spam Museum. If you've never been to the Spam Museum and you ever have an opportunity, it's an amazing experience, to be honest. You wouldn't believe how...
It's a world-class museum.
I mean, seriously, you know, it sounds like a joke, but it's not a joke.
No, it's not.
You know what? I walked in there and my mind was blown. There was even an area where kids could put on, like, lab coats. They could literally put lab coats on. They could get fake ingredients. They could put them in machines. They could crank machines around, and they could produce fake little cans of Spam. I mean, it was out of control. It's very in-depth, and there's a surprising amount of history behind Hormel. Hormel's been around for a long time. Obviously, they're known for Spam. They make dozens and dozens and dozens of quality products. They've been around for a long time.
Except that bacon. The Cinnamon Toast Crunch bacon.
If you have not seen that video on that Cinnamon Toast Crunch, take a look at it. That was Hormel, y'all followed up on that one. That was a mistake.
Honestly, though, I mean, in my opinion, these two, I don't think you... If I didn't know...
No.
You would not be able to tell.
Here's what I'm going to say. I don't remember the price I paid. Now, I'm going to tell you, this is like $4-something a can. If you were to go to the store and this Clover Valley was like $2 cheaper than the Spam, I think you'd be happy with it, and you should probably buy it because it's equivalent, I think, in flavor and volume and texture.
I don't think the average person would know. And we would buy Spam just because it's Spam town. The shit's made here. But
well, and we're so used to it,
right.
You know.
I think the average person, though, if you could find this, you couldn't tell a difference.
Yeah, the Clover Valley. I think honestly it's so close. Get these out of here. This treat is really a bad product.
It's not honestly, a treat. It's not a treat.
If we had to start rating them, you know what? I'm going to be really straight about this treat. I'm going to just straight up give it a 1. I think it was disgusting. I felt like it was pure salt. The texture was weird. It was just a bad product. I wouldn't want to eat it. This is not something I would want to eat again. Even though it looked on paper plates so similar, I don't want that ever again.
Nope, I wouldn't eat that.
I'm going to give that a 1. That's my deal.
Yeah, I'd give it a 1.
So now we move up to the Great Valley. That's the Walmart brand. I think it was a catastrophic leap from treat.
But it had that same texture.
It did, and it was extremely salty. It was much closer to Spam, but it was still far away. I'm going to give it a 3. And I feel like I'm kind of being generous in a way. I think this is a product that you could use like in a Spam salad or something.
Right.
I wouldn't want that on a Spam sandwich.
If you were putting Spam in something,
yeah, exactly,
like scalloped potatoes and Spam,
right?
Then yeah, that stuff's fine. But if you're having a Spam,
you know what? My grandfather would do a potato soup. You know, potato soup, and then, you know, sometimes we would have ham, and we'd use ham, and sometimes we didn't have ham, so we'd use, he'd dice up cubes of Spam and toss it in there. And yeah, I think you could get away with that with this, because then you could adjust the salt and whatnot to the soup itself. On its own, I can't. I would be hard pressed to give that more than a 3.
Yeah, I'd agree. It was just too much of the texture, like the treat.
Yeah, it was just a wrong texture. It was too much salt. I don't know. Now we move up into here, and all of a sudden I feel like we jump up a little bit here.
I'm jumping up a lot on these two.
Yeah, me too. Me too. No, I love Spam. I know you love Spam.
I love Spam. I'm gonna, and maybe I'm being partial because I live here, but for what it is, I'm giving it a 10. I mean, you know that it's salty.
You know what? Here's the deal.
It lasts forever on the shelf.
I cannot disagree with you. And the reason I can't disagree with you is stop and think about it. Now, how many canned meat products have we tried? Quite a few.
A lot.
And I've tried so many throughout my life that, over the last, I'm almost 187 years old. And Pete's older than me.
I know.
So the sheer number of canned meat products we've had in our life is a little bit ridiculous. And I'm telling you, when it comes to a canned meat product, if I want a canned meat product, it's Spam. It is Spam. I mean, it just knocks it out of the park. No, how do you not give it a 10? You have to give it a 10.
Either you love it or you hate it. There's really no in between.
That's the deal. And this is so stinking close. I do think the Spam is better. The texture is just so slightly different. The salt is so slightly different. The thing is, as I was tasting them back and forth, I couldn't even tell. They were so close. I couldn't even tell which one was which. But
the only way that I could tell was the corners. I mean, honestly.
Yeah. And I'm gonna default to something stupid that we've never done on this channel. So I was cooking these up, right? And I was struggling with 2 of the cans to get it out. Now, some people on these types of products will rinse the product before they cut it and cook it. Because it's covered in like a jelly substance, right? That's your fats and different things.
One of these still has some in it.
That's that one right there.
I don't know if you can see that.
It had a lot of jelly in there. So, here's what I'm going to say. The ounces, I believe, are the same and everything like that. The flavor is almost uncomparable. I mean, it's
12 ounces.
Yeah, they're so similar. I don't think you could really. I really don't think in a blind taste test you could tell the difference between these two. Absolutely, these are just get them out of here. These two, I don't think you could tell a difference. No. I'm going to tell you this. I washed a lot. I gave all of these products just a very quick rinse under cold water. Like 2 seconds. Just a very quick rinse, then cut them. Okay? And I would say I probably lost 2 ounces in product volume with this. We don't have the whole product here. But the ends of this product, they weren't, this can was completely full of product. This one was, the edges were very rounded. And there was a lot of jelly packed in there. There wasn't a lot of substantial meat. So,
well, I wonder if that's because when they make this, they put it in the can. It's liquid.
Yeah,
at least this one. I don't know about this.
Right. Yeah, I would assume it must be similar, but maybe not.
Maybe they squares and they shove them in.
I don't know, but I will say I think, to be honest with you, this is an 12 ounce product, right?
Yep.
I would say I probably got actually 9 to 10 ounces of actual product out of here because that's how much jelly I washed off of the product. So when you stop for a minute and you think about, well, if this is $4 and this is $3.25, honestly, I don't think the price is a whole lot different. When you think about how much of this you're washing off and washing away, and then your end pieces are very small and thin and crappy, I don't know. This is a 10 all day. I would have to give this a 9 because it's just so dang close.
Yep, that's what I was going to say.
But even if the flavor is indistinguishable, I still think even if this is a little more money, even if this is a little more money, I think the value's there. You're going to get a nice clean slice. The can is full. It's packed nice and square. This was not. And if that's what it comes down to, that's what it comes down to. Also, I had a heck of a time getting this out of the can. Because of that jelly.
I buy the little half cans.
Yeah, absolutely. That is the thing.
And you can get them in the pouch, and there's so many options with original
Spam is great. Now we got at the Spam Museum here. They got that pack. It's like 12 different flavors of Spam. It's a little pricey.
Stuff that you can't get here that they sell overseas.
Yeah, and we can get it here.
But we can get it at the museum.
So you know what? If Spam is something that you're all into, I would be willing to go down there. You know what? We could go in on a pack, or one of us could pick up a pack. It really doesn't matter. We could do a couple of videos on that. But let us know if that's something you're interested in.
My favorite, and I won't tell you what yet, but my favorite flavor of Spam is not sitting here.
I know what your favorite flavor is. Yeah. And, you know, that's the thing when it comes to Spam.
And there's, umpteen numbers of different flavors.
And you know what? And that's where, when I went to the Spam Museum for the first time, my mind was blown at how many flavors have actually existed.
Yeah.
You know, there was 20...
They got a wall full of it.
Oh, there was 20 flavors just marketed to the Asian market. There was 20 different flavors that were sent to Africa. You know, there was pineapple. There's been coconut. There's been some wild flavors of Spam out there. Unfortunately, they no longer exist. You can't even find some of these on eBay. They're 50 years old. It is what it is, but there is an amazing amount of history behind Spam.
And this fed the troops, World War II.
Oh, yeah.
That's the main...
Yeah.
And all came from here, so...
Which is really something to be said.
It is. We're proud of our Spam here. If you like it, great. If you hate it, well,
that's your deal. But I would say if you haven't had it,
try it.
You're missing out. Absolutely give it a try. Just fry it up on a pan. Get it a little brown on each side, and then...
Just keep in mind, it is salty.
It is salty.
But it has like an infinite shelf life.
You know what? I will share the simplest Spam recipe that exists. You take a piece of toast. You can take bread if you don't like toast. That's fine. But the simplest thing you can do is toast 2 pieces of bread. Butter them up a little bit. Fry up your Spam till it's nice and brown on each side. 2 slices is what it's going to take. Lay that on your bread. Put a piece of cheese on there. Put another piece of toast on top of that sucker. You got yourself a sandwich. You could throw some lettuce in there. You could throw onion. You could get all kinds of crazy. But just the most basic.
That recipe right there.
That's the deal. That's the deal. It is...
Just add Spam.
Just add Spam. It is good. It's a quality product. I'm not going to tell you it's the most healthy product on the world. Honestly, it's not that bad. You know what? In comparison to McDonald's and, what is that, acrylamide and crap in their chicken nuggets, it's rubber that they use to make yoga mats and different things. Well, that ain't in Spam. It's not a bad product. No. Give it a shot if you're not familiar, and if you are familiar, then you're already aware how awesome it is.
I encourage you all to try these too. Maybe not so much these two, but I get it. Sometimes you get what you get.
You get what you get. I'm going to tell you, if I found this even for 50 cents, I'd dodge it. If I found this for 50 cents or $1 or even $1.50 or something like that, to be honest with you, at this point, this Spam was almost $4 a can. So even if I found this for like $2, you know what? I would buy it if I planned on making like a salad or tossing it in a potato soup. You know what I mean? These weren't super good, but these were both great. This, a Walmart brand.
This surprised me.
This is really good.
I was shocked.
Yeah, that's so close. It's so close.
I figured it would be something like this.
You know what? So did I.
But it wasn't.
I think the winning thing here is Spam. So you know what? You get a point for being Spam. But also, like I say, as I was cooking it, I had to rinse so much off of this. I think I lost 2 ounces in the jelly, which is just that fat, in the processing. I think I lost an awful lot of product weight, which probably brought the value down to about the same. I think you're going to get more sandwiches out of this product than you are out of this product, even though they're the same, simply because of that. So I think value-wise they're the same, and I think this is where you got to be. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else to say. Spam for the win.
Yeah, of course. If you want to see more Spam, let us know.
Yeah, there's so many flavors. Hit us up and give us your best Spam recipe. I want to try it. I want to know about it. I need some new things in my daily life. and it's your Spam recipe.
If you guys put it in the description or the comments, you know everything how to cook it.
Yeah,
we'll cook it and we'll
absolutely
eat it.
Kick us out a recipe. We'll get it done. If nothing else, Pete's going to eat it.
That's right.
If it's horrible, we'll feed it to the dog. It's not going to go to waste, but I bet you it's going to be awesome, especially if it includes Spam.
That's right.
So hit us up with that. All right. What do you
All right,
think, man?
guys.
Peace out.
Later.